over.
Okay, how do we start this thing, man? Are you our host, Steve?
I guess I'm the
I'm
unofficial
so proud of
host.
you, man. Congratulations on having your first hosting.
Yeah, guys, this is
Are we doing it? Are we rolling?
I don't know.
I didn't bring my cards to throw out like last
I'm
time.
sorry.
Do you remember that?
Yeah.
I did
Yeah,
50
we're just gonna be comedy for the next 45 minutes.
There's a bunch of one-liners.
You know, and people kept asking us, what's going to happen if nobody shows up to the panel? I said, then we're just going to sit up there and be complete idiots like we would be doing anyway.
Then we're just recording it.
And we're just recording it for
YouTube audience.
You know, yeah. I assume what's going to be evidence at some point.
Yeah, probably. Watch what you say. Eric.
Exhibit like triple F.
Oh, I can't imagine what Devin has on me.
I can just play video footage of
He
Jared.
probably has a
like
whole
that.
blacklist folder
good.
or
I'm good.
blackmail folder.
We say that to him all
What's
the time.
yeah, how long do you want to wait?
Footage of him falling down that hill.
Oh yeah, let's just.
So I have 12:03. Are you guys okay if we give just a couple more minutes before we?
Okay.
Who wants a shirt?
That's
Us
right.
too.
We got a good one in there.
Give her a shirt. Steve, give her a shirt.
Oh, she's
Yeah, that's an
seen you
auto
before.
shirt right there,
Oh, yeah?
bro.
You're the most famous one here.
Do what? Okay.
Is this the?
only
Is
he only
this
saw
the
you
shirt
once.
vouchers?
I
Can
think
we
that's.
get
I think
one?
that's what it. I think that's what it is.
That's
yeah.
all it takes.
I mean,
Sure.
we got enough shirts.
You
for
want to do it?
everyone.
You want yours to be the one?
Go ahead, Eric.
Do it, Eric.
Do it. This beautiful lady gets a shirt. How about that?
You're gonna get a GameJam South shirt, so
Yeah.
go to the booth out here. They will hook you up with a single dingle.
Brah.
Well, honesty got you a free shirt.
Yeah, we appreciate it.
Yeah,
we
that's
appreciate
right.
it.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, listen, we
Here
don't
she
know
comes.
anything either.
Miss America.
So
The convention, the panel we did last year, I had apparently it was a Splatoon T-shirt, but I just bought it because it was
Wait,
Link on the back.
Was that Game Jam or is that?
Yeah, it was here, and an audience member raised their hand and said, "So, what do you think of like the Splatfest results or something?"
I remember that.
And I was like, "I have no idea what you're talking about."
And we were like,
You're
"Fake fan!"
You're wearing Team Courage's T-shirt right
Yeah.
now.
fake fan.
Said
Man, she
Zelda.
called you out.
did.
Fake
call you a
gamer.
fake
That
She sure
14-year-old
did.
called
Oh, I
you
did.
out.
That was
Yeah.
me.
Oh,
So we'll go ahead and get started. Yeah. So I'm Saturn Steve, and I'm accidentally, I guess, the MC. I don't know, but
Do you know what MC
What-
stands for?
Master of Ceremony.
Oh God, I'm so proud of you.
Yeah. What do I win? Do I get a shirt?
I thought it was Minecraft.
Thank you.
it's just Minecraft.
But yeah, so we're all YouTubers and friends, and we met here last year. Well, these two met 30 some odd years ago.
Yeah, that was
we
weird.
were born.
It was
Yeah.
crazy on the
This is
same day
Gachapon
from the same at the same
Yeah,
hospital
they were just hanging out at the same hospital.
from the same place.
Yeah.
But yeah, since then we've all gotten to be really, really good friends, and for that, this GameJam South is very special to me, because now they talk me into doing YouTube. Also, not well, but I do it anyway.
No, you do it well.
Thank you.
I do. I
Just
like
very
it.
I'm an
occasionally.
Arkansas picker. And
Here's what I found.
No results found.
that's
Oh wait,
all you
it
need to
literally
know.
says nerd. I want to get this on video, y'all. Look, it literally.
Wait, so you're Arkansas? You're
said
the
Arkansas picker, and it literally says nerd.
oh my
see
God.
that?
No, it really does.
Here we go. You ready?
Siri always.
Do you
So
own-
you're
do you
you're
own
the
that?
Arkansas picker?
Yeah.
Why is Siri calling me out like that?
Siri just makes
I'm
fun
You're-
of you, dude.
I
She
thought you
knows.
were retro
AI
Rick.
knows all, man.
So, I'm like retro Rick, like Walmart brand.
Yeah.
Like,
That's right.
You're like the GoBots of
That's
Go
right.
Bot.
True
You're the
va-
Go Bot.
you're- So you're the true value retro
The
Rick.
true value retro Rick.
Yeah.
Sam's Choice.
But the cookies never taste that great.
he's retro Rick before Bitcoin.
Retro Rick. retro Rick doesn't stoop to the level of yard sales that I do.
Oh, I
Yeah.
mean, he
He's-
would have
he's too
back in the
fancy
day,
now.
but now, I mean, you're just keeping the dream alive on that.
That's
man,
right.
For sure.
Yeah, you just keep on
My
picking.
turn.
Yeah, go ahead,
So
Jay.
my name is Jared, and I'm part of Retro Gaming Pandemic, along with the little guy at the end.
Not the little guy.
Hi, I'm
Andy's
just a
not that
Gachapon machine for those sitting on this side of the room.
Oh,
for that
gosh, I
side,
didn't know
hi,
you were
I'm
there.
Eric from Retro Gaming Pandemic. So Jared and I are twin brothers. There's also another set of twins here called Eric and Jared, who are also born in the same month and year as us, which is weird.
Unrelated.
We literally met another set of twins at this convention that is also named Eric and Jared, and they are
Isn't that
born in the
wild?
same month and year as us.
There
Yeah.
can.
That is really weird.
Yeah,
I'm just gonna intervene
Yeah,
on
can you
very
believe it?
weird. Never,
on behalf of the universe. There should not be two sets of y'all.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So and
He's
like
a
I
good
said,
one.
for
We'll
this
keep
side
him.
of the room, I am just a Gachapon machine. So
Yeah.
We needed to
Come
talk.
on in.
yeah.
Yeah. What's
You the
up?
robot?
Welcome. Oh yes.
Who are you?
I'm Pac-Man Case. Name doesn't make sense. There's a video all about it. I don't like Pac-Man, but I collect Pac-Man things now. That's what Brandy said I have to do.
Good.
Gamer Aimer.
Good.
Which is fantastic. I also run a video game store, and I have for the last 6 months, called the Video Game Cavern in Greenville, South Carolina. So a little bit of experience there too, man. And then YouTube for what, 5 years? Am I the oldest YouTuber up here right
Yeah,
now?
I think
Yeah, dang.
Yeah.
Man, that was back in the day.
He's like, you
And I don't know. I mean, you guys probably all know, especially who all of them are. You may not know me, and that's you're
We
not
do
missing.
gotta give
You're
a-
not missing anything. But
we do have to shout out the panel sponsor. It's Nana's Cookies.
Oh,
Like,
man.
you guys, so if Nana's out there, let me tell you, she is an absolute sweetheart, and
I
those
know.
cookies are
Delicious.
She's sweet, Nana Sweets.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's the perfect name.
I know.
So, but no, I was
what are
gonna
we doing here
I was
today,
going to say
guys?
that if you don't subscribe to any of them, do yourself a favor and do it. Especially Andy. I'm gonna dote on you for a second.
Why?
You are one of my favorite storytellers of the whole interwebs. Absolutely.
Of a generation.
Yeah, of a generation.
Wait, starting the 2024.
You're-
so
Bob Dylan.
Only
of
4 years
retro
so far.
gaming.
No, you're like you're like
Bob Dylan.
you're like the Jeff Gordon of
I don't know what that means.
me either. All right, so what we're doing now that Mr. RNG Gamers finally decided to show
Oh,
up
what's
Yeah.
that?
is
Jelani?
So, RNG Gamer, you're going to analyze the state of our
Yeah.
neuro-consciousness or whatever
Yeah,
that is.
everybody's-
Did I say that right?
Yeah.
everybody's
Do we need help?
everybody's seen the Matrix. And we all know what that Matrix web looks like. I just want y'all to know that that's literally all RNG Gamer sees in life.
Yeah.
Just
Yeah,
the
yeah, I
Matrix
understand.
everywhere he goes.
Yeah.
He's
It's amazing.
the smartest person
On
on the second chair and
from the right.
Oh no. Well, you got to move the goalpost sometimes.
Poor Eric can't see.
Yeah.
Anyway,
Oh.
okay. So what are we doing? What we're doing, besides this nonsense,
Panel's chaos.
it is. I love it. I thrive in chaos.
Why do
Is-
we have a
we're-
Gachapon machine in front of me?
wanna
Let's
explain that?
let's explain the machine.
Why are you cutting off my intro?
He was-
I can't. I
Oh,
can't.
here we go.
I cannot with you. Anyway,
you
so
wanna
what the
do the
gotcha
intro
machine's
now?
trying to ask is what we're doing. So we're doing some Q&A, and what we've done is picked up questions from guests here at the show. From some of our vendor friends, which we love to support, and everybody's given us questions, and we've thrown it into a Gachapon machine that we got to kind of work. But what we're gonna do
Just like this panel.
is whoever wants, and you can do it however. You come up, pull a question out, and you can read it to us, and we will answer the question or discuss the topic, whatever. Whatever you pull out is what we're going to talk about. This Gachapon machine, I have to shout out Two Dudes Gaming, because besides always hooking us up, they really hooked us up here because they let us borrow this when my stupid idea fell through. You know what? We'll give away the Gachapon machine that I got.
Love you two dudes. Thank you guys.
Yeah, Two Dudes Gaming. They're right in the front. They're absolutely the best. So,
I can't see them, so
No, it's just a Kosh.
yeah, Akash, do you want to start us? No. Come on. Who wants to pick the first one? We need some real
Lewis-
topics to talk about.
Do it.
Come on down. All right.
Da, 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 da.
So I have no idea what questions are in.
I know. I'm kind of scared.
I'll preface. I don't know what questions are in this either.
How's he doing?
Yeah.
Is that the-
Sorry.
is
Welcome
that
to the
Secret
janky
Wars?
machine.
Spider-Man?
No clue.
Secret Wars Spider-Man, right?
Fake fan. No,
Andy, you're the comic guy.
Is that
We call
is that
him an Eric.
The symbiote suit? The black one?
Yes.
Oh no, it is.
It's the Goodwill special.
Yeah, Goodwill special.
Yeah.
I like it. That's my favorite. Uh-oh.
we got?
Is that
What we
gum
got?
in there? I apologize.
What's your favorite pickup?
Oh.
Like,
Want to go down
like-
the line?
like-
Yeah, or like a guitar. Like,
Do we want to start with Arkansas picker?
Yeah, so like one of the favorite pickups that I've had, like really picking. Like I picked out of a barn. I found a milk crate full of, what was it called? A
Camera?
No. You put the
A Viewmaster, okay.
it was reels for a Viewmaster, and they were sealed. And they were
Wow.
they were like from $75. I bought the whole milk crate for $20.
That's real
and
cool.
I put it on eBay and it sold for $330. That was
Man.
like one of my-
Get out here, resell.
That was like one of my favorite pickups I ever did.
All right, scumbag. What about you, Jared?
Yeah, so one of my favorite pickups, it's not really video game related, but it's Spider-Man related. So I was at a flea market and this guy had a pile of scrap metal. So I was digging through the scrap metal and I found a bunch of lithograph plates that were used in the 90s to press Spider-Man and X-Men comics, and it's like the front covers. So I picked up these metal plates, and they're, unlike him, I didn't resell them. I'm using them
I'm
as
a Viewmaster
displays.
collector.
And I'm not a lithograph plate collector, but they're
Can
so
we,
cool.
Jared, don't. He tried to sell it to Retro Wolf 88 during the video, but Retro Wolf was like, "No, I'm good." So,
So I haven't been successfully selling them.
Man, one of my favorite pickups was actually here today before the show. I bought a Sonic 2 Tiger Electronics because before Retro Wolf could buy it, and he had it held and he was going to buy it, and I'm like, no. So I snatched it, I yeeted it, and I'm going to sell it to him at a higher price later. I'm going to sell it for like $1 more.
That's the spirit.
Yeah.
That's how you do it.
But no, I've got a couple. I have a Magnavox Odyssey that doesn't work, but I got it for free from Mr. Arkansas Picker back when we first became friends.
Gosh.
So that's very special to
forgot
me.
about that.
So you
I
have two
know.
favorites?
And I think so just a random favorite would be a Dracula Best CD that I got. It's completely in Japanese, and I got it at a hole-in-the-wall, dirt mall, flea market, thrift store, kind of like a place you would never find it in a side of town. You would
lot of
never find
action
stuff.
there, dude.
It was completely in Japanese. I still got it. It's awesome, and my man Michael K would love it. Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
You hear that bass in there?
What about you, Pac-Man?
What? Okay. So mine's more sentimental, and it's with you, my friend.
Mine?
So yeah. So I was doing a YouTube video, the Paperclip Challenge,
Oh, God.
and I busted my ass to go from nothing all the way up to this N64 game that I needed for my Grail, which was Goemon's Great Adventures, about $100 game. And I worked that con during that video the hardest I could, and I finally got enough money, and Goemon's Great Adventure sold to someone else. And I'm like,
You worked so.
what? I was like, dude, I thought you were gonna hold it for me. And he's like, sorry, bro, like money's money. And so I'm just like, what do I do? What do I do? And like, so I've just like started to like, how can I retell the story? Sometimes it happens, sometimes it's sold. And then there's this little gremlin running around laughing at everybody. And I'm like, something's going on. What's going on? So at the end of the convention, Steve is like, Andy, come here. And what's funny is he bought it and then proceeded to watch me go try to trade up for this game the entire time. And eventually, he was going to buy whatever I had left, he was just going to buy from me. And I kept getting worse and worse stuff. So
Can I tell?
yeah, your side of stuff. You're like, Andy has a Wolverine comic.
So I did
The
this,
Wolverine comic you couldn't get rid of.
and Andy and I had only been, we hadn't been friends for a long time at this point. So I'm like, man, I hope he appreciates,
Yes.
like, that because I know I'm watching my buddy sweat bullets.
That was the hardest challenge I'd ever done. in my
And
entire
guess who
life.
else is sweating bullets? Because I keep watching him trade. Do you know you tried to trade for a pop?
Oh, I did. It was a
one
pop
point-
figure, a
let's-
Wolverine comic. I think some like
I have a
chewing gum.
$100 video game in my hand, and I'm waiting for him to get close to that $100 mark, and he keeps going the opposite direction.
Yeah, at one point, Akash helped me because he bought a PlayStation that no one
Akash,
wanted.
you are the
Wait, can I
MVP.
tell part of this? So when you bought the Gomon from Cole because you had the small boob.
Yes.
You were on the right
Yeah,
of me.
sorry,
when
but
you
you're
bought
good
it.
too.
I'll take the, yeah. I'll take that.
Oh, okay.
Thank you so much. Thank you.
Yeah, you were on the right of bought it from Cole because he had like that very small booth. And then I still remember I gave you 13 fives for that PS1.
That's a lot of fives. But also, I knew I wouldn't be able to sell
very
it.
specific
Because I was like, so Kosh helped me out there. But the moral
And
of
you
the
got a
story
comic
was,
book?
at the end of it,
Yeah.
you were like, you had to be like, Andy, stop.
Yes,
you have
I
to
did.
stop.
I did.
I'm going to trade you this game, but you're going to give me nothing for it.
So he finally got what was it? The GameCube.
Legend of Zelda Master
Yes, I think that's how.
Yes.
that's
Memory.
That's
And
how
I
far
and I
got.
went,
Yeah, wow.
sweet. That's a video game.
you're right.
That's close enough.
remember
I was like, Andy, stop. Come here. I say, what do you have? Whatever. And I'm thinking in my head, whatever it is, I'll take it.
Yeah.
I don't care.
Yeah.
And he's like, oh, it's Legend of Zelda. I think I'm getting there, dude. And I'm like, stop.
I'm like, go team. He's like, you're embarrassing yourself.
I'll buy it now. How do you feel about a trade for this?
And I was like, you dirty rat. You son of a bee. How long have you
His
had that?
whole-
He's like, 5 hours.
I was like, in 5 hours. I was like, my God, yeah.
That was wild.
Oh,
So that
man,
was,
thank you.
That was good time. So now
That
when I
was.
look at that Gomon, that means the world to me. So thank you.
Dude, my
appreciate it.
pleasure. Thanks for being a good sport.
And give me a heart attack at the same
Yeah,
time.
well, me too, because I needed that. Whatever you had,
Yeah.
I had
Trade
to
for
trade
Bomberman.
for Bomberman. And that's why, like, what did you have? You had a sealed copy of Night Trap on PC.
Yep. At one point.
And I
was-
asked that guy, I'm
yeah.
like, do you have any interest in this? And he's like, absolutely not.
What's funny is another kid who's like 12 was doing the paper clip challenge at the same time as me at the convention.
You shoulda got him to
And
show
he
you how
was
to do
way
it.
cuter. And so everyone was like, no, you weird grown man. I'm not trading you anymore. Like, get out of here with your stupid camera.
So
That was it. That was mine.
Yeah, thank you. That's great. Eric?
Eric, sorry, half hour later.
Yeah, I was gonna say, like, hey, we're almost done.
Whatever.
Thank you, everyone. My favorite pickup. So if you've watched Pixel Game Squad at all, Ricky has a awesome bobblehead collection. And there was one he has that's caught my eye for a while. It was a Luigi bobblehead. Jared and I were at, it's called the Columbus Toy and Game Show. And Jared spotted this
Don't throw me
vendor
into
who
this.
had both the Mario and I think that I think it's called Toy Site. It's the company, like 90s, early 2000s, something like that. I can't remember the exact date. But he had both Mario and Luigi still sealed in the packaging in the box. And our channel joke is Jared's Mario. I'm a actual diehard Luigi fan. And so Jared says to me, I'm going to buy both of them. And him and I then get in a very big argument in front of the vendor. And this was a while ago, by the way. We've made amends and everything. We're different people, I promise. We get in a huge argument. My wife's there. Our friend Furman's there. The vendor. Everyone's like looking around like, what the heck is going on right now? Why are these two people like
Is there a video of this?
screaming at each other? So I
need it.
The Retro Gaming
ended up
Pandemic
delete-
Lost Files.
I deleted the footage because it wasn't a proud moment, I think, in our lives.
It would be now.
Those are our favorite
we
moments.
literally
I kept
were-
it for blackmail.
Yeah, we
Right, of
literally
course.
let this hobby kind of get in the way of our brotherhood here. And then Jared was like, no, I found it first, so I'm going to get both. I'm like, hey, I'm a diehard Luigi fan and collector. Let me just get Luigi. And as we're arguing, Jared, you have the tendency to kind of space and zone out. And so I turn to the vendor, and Jared's just like talking, going off, and I say, hey, I'm just going to buy both of them, and I hand him my credit card, and I buy both bobbleheads. And Jared's still looking at me talking, and I'm like taking the card, like signing the little e-reader thing. And then I look at Jared, and I was like, hey, man, that's cool, but I just bought them both. And he's like, no, you didn't. And I'm like, literally just happened in front of you.
The
dude.
vendor looks at me, he's like,
Where'd you
"No, he didn't."
go,
And I'm like,
Jared? Yeah, where'd you go? And
man.
so I ended up giving, Jared and I, that kind of brought Jared down a bit. And then he was like, okay, well, how much for Mario then? And I was like, I'm just going to just pay me whatever it was worth and let's just call it a day. So this is a few years ago. I think both you and I have come a long way since then. I don't think we would let that
Thank God.
happen. Yeah.
All right.
So.
Thank you.
yeah.
That's great.
Let's give it an applause for growing up, guys.
Yeah, all grown up now.
Yeah.
Some children here.
Thank you. All right. Who wants to draw another ball?
Good catch, Lewis.
Please,
I
somebody
think
draw
since
a
he
ball.
caught it.
Lewis, you
All right, come on,
Yeah,
Lewis.
yeah,
Go ahead. I mean,
Yeah, and thank you for the first person
Yes,
who
thank you.
drew as well.
Oh yeah. Oh wait. Okay, before you open that, you.
T-shirt time?
Yeah.
You.
Guess which one of us has a birthday in November? Gosh.
What are you doing?
Gosh.
Gosh, this is trivia.
How dare you?
The room or just
Is it the guy in the shirt all the way down?
It is the guy in the
it
shirt,
is.
but
You
now
got a
you're the guy in the
t-shirt,
shirt.
bro.
Come get this and go get a free GameJam South shirt after the panel. You can pick your size. Be sure to thank Austin and
Steve's
Ty.
gonna kick out the whole audience.
Yeah, man,
while
thank
they're
you,
all
man.
getting T-shirts.
All right,
Well, at this
Oprah,
point, we
settle
gotta-
down. All right.
I've never given away T-shirts before.
What's the next thing? Pick it.
What game did you struggle to beat?
Ooh.
Life.
All of them. I
Do you want me to start this one?
Sure.
Yeah, you don't actually
we'll
play
go that
video
way.
games, so I'd like to know.
Oh, okay, Andy.
And just for time, let's,
Yep.
we don't need the whole life story of how you found
Insert
yourself.
any from software video game.
Oh, fair enough.
Yeah,
I'm
that's
proud
fair.
to say everyone
Fair
I've
enough.
played I have completed, but they are some of the most difficult and frustrating games, but also at the same time the most rewarding video game that I have ever played, because once you get past that hump, it's that moment where you're screaming at the TV, and like you just have that moment. So
I feel you.
anything from software Dark Souls.
I'm an old man, so I think I'm just gonna go with the original Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles on NES. I've never,
Absolutely.
Yeah, legit. Like I don't even know if I've made it like past level 2. Like,
The water stage was
Like-
the worst,
like,
and after you
yeah,
got that,
yeah.
you remember the overworld stage where it's dark.
yes, and then
God,
and then I'm over it.
Yep, me too.
Yeah.
I did not struggle to beat that game with a Game Genie.
Oh, with a Game Genie. I thought you were throwing me under the bus. You're like,
No,
that was easy for me.
Speaking of
You're
the
like,
bus,
first
do you
time when I
remember
was
the
6.
Zamboni machine that inexplicably is running over concrete
yeah.
and it would just smash you and
Yeah,
your
yeah,
turtle was dead?
and then you're
Done.
over. Yeah, and I was done.
Yeah.
And I was like, I'm Donatello, and I'm like up there, like hitting freaking Rocksteady like in the head.
Heck
I'm like, this
yeah.
is easy.
Yep.
And then the next level, I'm like dead, and I'm like, screw this game.
Yeah, and then you get stuck with Wrath, and you're like,
Yep. Oh yeah. Beep 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 beep. Who wants to get
Yeah.
stuck?
Anyway, so for me,
Oh, boss is here. Do better.
okay, the game that I struggle with to beat is all of them. I'm not good at finishing games, you guys. I don't know if you've noticed based on today, but my ADD is pretty massive. So if I get into a game, I'm like, okay, cool, I'm onto something else. But one game recently specifically was probably Breath of the Wild, because that ADD just lets me do anything I want, and I'm unharnessed, and that's a problem, right, Jenny? Yep.
My turn.
Sure.
So I,
My turn.
so I mean, I've never beaten a video game before. So
I 100% believe that.
I can say all
believe
video
that.
games.
It's worse
But,
than mine.
but the most recent one I remember that I just couldn't even get past the title screen was that game about the cat. Stray. Yeah, I couldn't even get past I literally could not even get past the title screen. I couldn't figure it out. So
You guys know out there, Retro Wolf 88. He was in town visiting, and we were at Jared's house, and we both, Matt and I, wanted to see Stray. Jared's like, "Yeah, I've put like 5 hours into it already," and he fired it up, and he was literally still in the tutorial area. Matt and I were playing it, and we're like, dude, this is like the tutorial area. Like, this is so. We started a new game just to kind of see where he was at, and literally in like 5 minutes, Matt and I were able to get to where Jared was.
That's how I was with Elder Scrolls with Skyrim. Like I got to a point where I could read books, and like 60 hours later, I'm still at the reading
just,
books.
like, walking
Anyway, yeah. Brandon.
So for me, Aladdin was one of my favorite Sega games growing up, but I never beat it.
Oh yeah.
I couldn't get past there's a level where you're escaping the Cave of Dreams, that was called.
Wait,
And-
Sega or Super Nintendo? Sega.
Sega.
Okay, because that one's harder.
Yeah. And I couldn't get past it. So like in my early 20s, I was like, I'm gonna do it. I think they put it on PS4, and I was like, I'm gonna do it, and I'm gonna live stream it. And I got past the Cave of Dreams pretty easy in my early 20s, and then I got to the end, and Jafar took me like 3 streaming days. So like, so like 6 hours, because I did it like 2 hours at a time. But like the Jafar at the very end, like it took me forever to beat him.
That's awesome.
But, yeah.
All right, good one. Who wants the next question? Please, somebody come draw something out of this thing. Anybody? All right, Akash. Thank
So fast, Akash.
Wait, were we supposed to do a t-shirt thing or?
We'll do it after this one. We'll keep it a little tighter for the next couple if we can, because we're
Did you
halfway
get a
through.
ring or one of those sticky hands? Wait, which one is yours?
Oh, I love those sticky hands. Whoa.
What is one thing from your childhood that is you wish you could still have?
Oh, okay.
Oh, that's an easy one.
Start with
Brandon?
Arkansas.
Probably my dad. No, I'm just kidding.
Aw.
I'm kidding.
Did you say a home? What'd you say?
I said probably my dad.
My dad.
I'm kidding. I'm kidding. My dad's cool.
He's still getting that pack of smokes, buddy.
Oh yeah, he'll be back. He'll be back. I can probably safely say my like original Sega. It was It was a hand-me-down, and it was extremely beat up, and it had like nail polish on it and stuff.
Awesome.
Like if I ever saw it today, I'd be like, "That's it."
mine.
But like, no, it was a Gen 1, and like it'll never get it could never be replaced in my heart because it was like the one that I spent every evening playing on. You know,
I get it.
If I could ever get my original Sega back, that'd be really cool.
I want to do something fun here.
Okay.
Eric and I are twins, and we grew up together. On the count of 3,
Okay.
say the first thing you wish you had, and I
On
want to see
3.
do we line up.
All right.
So,
Mine's gonna be a little.
there's no storytelling explanation.
Yeah,
This is
yeah.
follow the rules.
3.
Okay.
1,
2,
2,
3.
Pokemon cards.
What was yours?
What was your?
I was gonna say cardboard.
All right. I hope you get your cuckoo back. Pokemon cards.
So I'll elaborate on mine. We had every single Pokemon card you could ever think of, base set, everything. And my mom 100% sold it to, was it like Once Upon a Child or something?
New uses.
New uses for like $15. Like,
She sold it for like under $20.
probably bought lunch.
We come home from school.
Every
and,
card,
and we're
at the whole
going
base
through
set.
the closet
It's
trying
complete,
to find our
every
cards.
base.
And we're like, where are cards? And she's like, oh, you don't use those anymore. I sold them. And my dad was livid because he clearly had spent on those cards alone more than $20. And in that card was my personal first edition holographic Charizard.
We have
that
multiples
I got
of
when
them
we were
now.
visiting family in California. I pulled from a booster. And that was also one of the cards in them. And then on Instagram, you see those being auctioned off for thousands of dollars.
Wow, I was gonna say,
I call my mom and I'm like, Mom, guess how much that Charizard just sold for? Like $3 grand.
Thanks, Mom.
Wow.
You ruined my life. What was the question?
What is one thing from your childhood that you could have back if you could?
My childhood.
Your childhood.
No, that's
We're
my
all
answer.
still living our childhood.
That's
you
my
have a
answer.
childhood?
Is like my
Your childhood?
Yeah, you know
Good
what?
answer.
You know what? So mine isn't a thing. It's an experience.
Okay.
So like that first time that I got my Nintendo 64, and there's 4 ports on that thing, and Mario Kart gets thrown into that console for the first time, and you're all staring at each other, and you're like, "You ready to do this?" And they're like, "Yeah, man, let's go." Like the cousins would come over, we'd throw down, we'd do the battle with the balloons. and,
Love
like,
it. Yeah.
Man, like, and I got so good at it, and I would just smoke them. They're like, I don't want to play anymore. And I was like, we will play. Like,
Yeah.
that's like, I miss those times because they were simple, no internet. It's just a bunch of friends crowded around a TV enjoying life. Like, that's what I miss from
Yeah, amen. So let me tell you how I knew we were on a good start, right? One of the first things that Jenny and I did when we first started dating was play Mario Kart 64 at her parents' house. Remember that? Yeah. Yep. I'll let you win.
Did you? Because I played Fight Night with my wife, and she smoked me.
Yeah,
and I
it
was
was-
like, I'm gonna let you win, and I
it
could
was
not
pretty
win.
brutal. I was embarrassed.
I literally did. She's just like,
But
hooking me.
man, there was a box, a CIB copy of Dracula X for Super Nintendo I had, and I thought about that because I've learned about that for years. But no, the thing that I would want back, and I hold some sliver of hope that it's somewhere in my parents' house, is my suitcase full of all my old video games, or not video games, magazines. Sorry, suitcase full of my magazines, and the reason why
Were they under
my
the bed?
Nintendo Power.
Elaborate a
I'll
little
get
bit.
there. I should have framed it differently.
More information here.
So my Nintendo Powers, my Game Fans, my Game Pros, EGMs, all of those, all my old video game magazines. The reason is not because of the magazines. The reason is, and if y'all saw the next to last video I did, I tell the short version of the story, but I had 2 doodles of Mario signed by Shigeru Miyamoto himself that he did for me in person when I met him. ambushed him at E3 97 or 98. Went up to him, spoke a little bit of Japanese, and he just like zoom, Miyamoto. And I remember he had the OTO was 2 eyeballs for Mario, and then the T was like this.
Can I ask you a question?
Yeah.
How do you say restraining order in Japanese?
Yeah.
I don't know, but he probably did.
It's probably an American word.
So that's mine.
I answered, so
Yeah,
Elaborate on what does cardboard mean?
No,
I know what you
so
mean.
one of the vendors out here has bought a lot of Game Boy Advance CIB games, and it's beautiful. Like the table, I was just admiring the color and just how it was displayed. And we were talking about how all these Game Boy Advance games, because we had a pretty good Game Boy Advance collection,
Solid.
like many kids back then. We threw the cardboard boxes out. We
We
had
all did.
no idea.
Boxes
We were
and
just
manuals
like,
had no value when we were
but
kids.
I did, for some reason, hold on to, and I still have them, Final Fantasy Tactics Advance, CIB, and Kingdom Hearts Chain of Memories. And I still have those CIB, and I think it's just because I'm a big RPG fan. So somewhere in young kid Eric was like, hold on to the RPG ones. So I still have those, and they're in like mint condition.
I thought you meant like wrapping paper tubes, so we like had swords when we were kids and stuff. That type of cardboard.
we did that too.
As well.
So
I made batarangs.
the batarangs. So.
What's next?
Okay, quick shirt giveaway. I'm just gonna do birthdays. You guys cool if I just shout it out? Okay.
Yes.
All right. I guess we do it this way. Who has a birthday in April? Anybody? First person to get it.
Guy in the white shirt.
Wrong.
Rude.
Wait, they're guessing
You have
our birthday?
Yeah.
We're guessing yours. Oh,
Yeah.
no,
No. Sorry. Sorry. Which one of us up here has a birthday in April? Akash, you got it. Come get your shirt
Ding, ding,
voucher.
ding.
Thank you.
Da-da-da-da.
Thank you.
I follow you guys like.
I know.
I follow you personally, know where you live.
Pretty much.
Sorry about your broken blinds.
How do you say restraining order?
I don't know. I should find out. Somebody else want to draw another one? Thank you so much.
thank
We're
you.
12:34 now. We'll try to keep these a little tighter.
Yeah, sorry.
By the way, who's going to Southeast Game Exchange?
That is the opposite of what I just said, Eric.
That's current.
No, if you guys didn't know, this is like the sister convention of Southeast Game Exchange, so want to make sure we show them some love.
Okay,
too.
okay.
And
I
we
like
do.
it.
We appreciate it.
Thank you.
Does anyone still actually care about NES?
Ooh,
Absolutely.
ooh. Who wrote that question, Steve?
Why was that so mean?
Awkward.
That was very.
I want to see
Yeah.
my
That
handwriting.
was a hostile question.
Wait, yeah, Eric, why don't you start
Steve
and then
definitely
try to
wrote
keep
that.
it under 1 minute?
Yeah,
So-
I don't need to.
So yes, is the answer, right?
My argument would be go into the convention room back there and look at all the NES games for sale.
So wait.
And the NES
I
sales
will
selling.
say that could go one of two ways.
people haven't
Either
bought.
no one bought them, and that's why they're all in there.
They're all
Well, your booth doesn't have NES, and I
all-
haven't seen anyone go to it. Shots fired, bro.
That's because I'm not there right now.
Yeah, by the way, guys, Video Game Cavern, they're doing a just take any game you want for free right now.
Oh God. Oh, okay.
So it's
Thanks.
like the honor system, like take a penny,
All right.
leave a penny.
Hey, Jared, remember that deal I gave you? That I need another 25 for that game. Okay,
No, I would
so
just say look at the vendor floor.
so you don't think that that's true then? Or are you saying you do care?
Look at
No.
look
Like,
at-
does anyone actually care? Do you think anyone
about
actually cares?
look at Riff's videos right now and the views he's getting doing NES.
Do you think
Pursuit.
those views
If
are
you guys
more
didn't
because of
know,
Riff
Jared-
and the gang, or is it because of the content?
If Jared was answering
Let's
that,
get
he'd be
deep.
like, the views are because of him, because he edits the
That's right.
videos. But, dude, I think there's a lot of love for NES, and not just for people who grew up with it, but we grew up with the N64, so we were a few years ahead
Well,
of it.
I think it's
but-
cyclical, right? Like those of us that grew up with the NES have huge nostalgia for it. Like
Yep.
Andy said with his, I'm a little older than him, so for him it was Mario Kart 64. For me, it was Mario Kart, right? Super Mario Kart. But as a kid, man, those memories I have getting that NES, that Super Mario 2, that Ninja Turtles 2, absolutely. So I'm still connected with those, but also. So there's a generation that maybe comes after that where it tapers off. They're more interested in things they grew up with, GameCube, this, that, or the other.
Like Atari.
Yeah, right.
Nobody collects for Atari. And
How dare you.
There's a chance that NES might be.
There's not a
probably
chance.
not
It's
that
happening
level.
before your
My
eyes
point
right
is,
now.
and this is a whole other thing, is that is that now we're starting to have kids and share that with our kids, right?
Yeah.
And so they have this kind of revitalization of interest in it. But that's not just because, I think it's parent handing off to kid. It's also because there's nobody better than Nintendo at making iconic characters that punch you in the nostalgia gut.
Yeah.
Right?
But for me, at least, Jared and I, we didn't grow up with NES. I mean, our babysitter had a Nintendo, but that was about it. But
was a Super
it's
Nintendo.
discovering titles that when we were kids, we didn't have. Andy, for example, personally recommended Swamp Thing to us. And for Jared and I to be able to go back and play Swamp Thing together, because Andy Pac-Man Case personally recommended that game to us as an amazing game and said it's in his top 10 video games of all time.
It should be.
It's something that we get to do now as an adults and can afford. So
I want to say one thing because Eric's just going to talk forever. I have to look him out of the panel.
Yeah, in a minute.
3 words: Neil Patrick Harris. Think about it. Did anyone see 8-Bit Christmas?
Yeah.
Dude, he made a whole entire movie about the NES.
How I Met Your Mother?
Yeah.
That's why it's irrelevant.
Yeah.
Because of Neil Patrick Harris.
But that captures it perfectly.
Wait,
doesn't
so
it?
all of you are saying yes, it still matters.
Affirmative.
Oh, Andy's about to go. No,
I do, so I've been at the store now for about 8 months, and I
he's got
100%
data.
agree. I disagree that I think NES is going Atari right now, like as we speak. And the reason is so here's why. Okay, so right now your Atari audience, no shade to anybody that's in this room, but your
Dang, you saying
Atari
they did.
audience is now in the 45 to maybe 65 range, and they are not hopping online and going into retro video game stores with their buddies and having nostalgia moments.
What are they doing then?
They've moved on. It's just not
Nursing homes.
They had those moments already. No. They've had those moments already. They've already done it 20 years before that.
Gamer wants to murder you.
He can. That's fine. He's fine, but he's also probably in that demographic. But then there's also those people.
I'm older than him.
I think Jamie's 70 or 80. I don't know.
Yeah.
Maybe. So in that situation, though, I go to conventions all the time, and I see NES games more and more under the table in cardboard boxes. They're not filling up people's bags anymore. I think a lot of the generation right now that is hey, man, you know what my childhood console was? The Wii. And then I want to kill them. That's why I'm still old.
So follow up to that then.
Yeah.
So if that's where you think it's kind of trending, right? Where interest is waned, right?
Correct.
People they're moving on.
Yeah.
Think about the impact that has to pricing, and do you see sort of a renaissance of interest as the prices start to come down to something that resembles reasonable again?
I think the culture changed from everyone just wanted to collect it to play it, so it was loose, and now it's to collect it because they love the artwork or the manual or something more exciting along that line. But
So,
Akash?
I have a counterpoint. Is it because people are not buying it, or is it just that people are buying it online, they're just not wanting to go out and about and find it?
No, I think the longer that a console has lasted, the more opportunity people have had to play, experience, and share that with a loved one.
Yeah.
I think that we're over that hill on the NES. I think that it's plateau, and now it'll go down unless you have extreme collecting or grading is a whole nother conversation.
If you get on Whatnot right now, there's probably a NES $1 pull stream going.
Sure.
And because they're just.
And I'm going to get Gunnack for $1.
Let's go.
There's always
Then I'm gonna
outliers.
hop
There's
on
always
right
going to
after
be
this
games that
panel.
hold that value, but
So Andy, what you're saying is
You can ask a question, but you have to draw the next one.
since YouTubers
Yeah.
set prices,
Nobody
we
else
should
is
all
doing
go
it.
out there now and be like, Andy said NES games are worthless.
Pac-Man Cakes just said it's not
Yeah.
worth that
Who's
anymore.
drawing
Give
the
me a
next
good deal.
question?
But I have another question. So, you're looking at the current market. I always thought that there was a nostalgia wave that's a delay of around 15 years or
Sure,
so, and
sure.
you're saying that after about 40 years that it just drops off. It doesn't level off.
Yeah.
After 40 years, it starts to descend.
Well, it just goes back to the people that would go. I mean, if I'm hanging out with my friends, I'm 40 now, which I spend more time with my family these days. I'm not just hunting or reminiscing about things. And that has happened to Atari. That's why Atari sits there, because that age is over.
And I don't think it's as simple as, number one, the data on this is, I don't want to get too nerdy on this, but this is in the scope of things, it's a relatively new hobby, right? You know, we're going
across
30
the
to
whole
40.
span.
Right. So
It's not like coin collecting.
right. But my point is that, too, besides that, right, There's far more It's not quite as a clear delineation of X amount of time, then this happens, right? There's multitude of external factors that come into play. And we saw that happen in just the last few years where COVID impacted the entire, specifically, all right, our tiny little niche of hobbyism.
Yeah.
Gaming, where I was like, okay, I'm old now. I want NES games or I want
upset
Saturn
my dad.
games.
He's out. He's
So
leaving now. You've upset him.
Yeah.
but other people are like, I want GameCube.
Yeah.
All 5 of us, all in a row.
Yep.
Why'd you fold them so tight?
Yeah, what's your
Put the
deal?
sticky side down.
Ask my wife.
They're all in
She did it.
origami.
So, follow-up question for Pac-Man Case. Have you changed the locks to your house?
Should have. There was some weird.
Is that really a question?
No.
Oh, it's like
No. Dogs or kids?
Dogs. Next.
Wait. Hold on. None of you can answer this, right? Do you have kids? I forget.
No, because I have
so
dogs. I'm
no,
good.
No, none of you can answer this. You don't have kids. I've had both. I'm the only
Andy's about
person who
to
can say
be
yes or no.
I haven't even had a dog.
So I have to wait. I have to have the kids to decide I don't want them.
Dogs are annoying. I gotta pee at night. Like, you gotta
need my
open the
dogs.
door. You gotta walk downstairs.
What dogs hurt you, Andy?
Yeah, lots of them, man.
Not my baby.
Dogs or kids? Video games, man. No, I don't. Dogs are dumb and they love you. So it's kind of like unconditionally.
So are kids.
But but they're so much more needy. Like at the end of the day, I don't know.
and expensive.
I love my kids, but like I want more time. Like I'm not gonna lie. Like there's times I'm like, I want to play this game right now, and I just shut the door. And
That's what Tylenol PM's for.
yeah,
I mean,
Sorry, but all of you guys, Shh.
does this smell like chloroform?
It's sleepy time now. Shh. Okay.
All right,
I will
anyway.
say though, how's your dogs, guys?
All right.
They're amazing.
Yeah.
They said, screw you, Andy.
Dogs or kids? Dogs for sure.
Yeah.
I actually don't have plans to ever have children. I have 4 dogs,
Yeah.
and 3 of them I love.
Bet
to
you
death.
won't do something about it.
What kind of dogs?
I have 2 Chihuahuas, a Schnauzer, and an Italian Greyhound.
All right.
No,
It's
all right.
a weenie dog mixed with a Chihuahua.
Oh, that's
how
gotta
did
be
you figure that out with the name, Eric?
I had no idea. He said
Wait,
Chihuahua.
wait, is
What
it literally
Chihuahua?
Slink from Toy Story? It's
Yes.
like-
Yes.
Chihuahua.
Jared?
So I will say cats, just because I just left my cat
That's
home
not the
alone,
question.
and I'm
Dogs or
in
kids?
Huntsville, Alabama right
Dogs
now.
or kids?
Dude, cats are awful, bro.
But with cats, you can just like leave them and they're fine,
That's
and they
not
just chill.
But not kids. All right.
You can't leave kids alone. You can't leave dogs.
Hey, dogs
Mr. Pick and Preacher.
Dogs
All right,
are
don't
kids.
sit down. Don't sit down. Hang on. Come on up. Come on up.
Da, 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 da. Okay, wait, did you already answer dogs?
Yeah, absolutely.
Okay,
I mean,
What happened to keeping it?
I am saying
We are.
yes, though. I'm
All
changing
right.
my answer.
right here, this Gachapon machine, up front and center. Come on up, right up here. You, no, it's fine. Just
Did you
pull,
learn how to
pull,
read
pull a
yet?
ball out.
I'm trying.
Okay, then
Pull one out.
prove it. Prove it.
Yep, doesn't matter.
You guys even play video games anymore?
No, I mean yes. All
Candy Crush.
I don't know what time I have all
I'm
these
playing
cats.
one right now.
What a throwback.
All right, who am I asking?
All of us.
Just said the room.
Just
Okay. What is your desert island game?
Ooh. Oh man.
Guys, please, only one. You don't
Just
need all-
one, short and simple. I would. Super
Wait, you could easily-
Castlevania Symphony of the Night. That's it.
That's a weird one. Super
It's-
Metroid Castlevania.
Castlevania
you,
Symphony
Brandon?
of the Night is mine.
I mean, that's a great game.
easy.
Either that or Super
Like, I ain't
Metroid
gotta
or
think
Breath
about
of
it.
the
Fallout
Wild
New Vegas.
or Metroid Prime.
That's fair.
Extremely easy.
What was yours?
New Vegas.
Okay.
Mine would be Pokemon Red and Blue.
Okay.
One or
Eric?
the other.
Mine would be Zelda Tears of the Kingdom.
Good answer. All right.
Jack.
See how good that was? Thank you,
So
Mr.
easy.
Pick and Preacher back there, you guys.
We wanna get a
Awesome content. We
Drop
love him
the ball and
so
pick 'em
much. We have 2 shirts left. You want to ask the crowd a question of whatever sort pleases you?
Guess Andy's favorite NES game.
Ooh, you have to tell me first.
Everyone-
That's a huge library.
You guys all know that.
And then Andy will pick the winner.
I actually
So
don't.
it's- it's
I don't
just-
really know anything about.
I think we literally talked about it on video multiple times.
Favorite
And
NES
I was
game.
there?
Favorite
Yeah.
NES game. Go.
I think so.
Go. What's Andy's favorite NES game?
No. But it's a good guess.
Ninja Turtles 2. Oh,
No. They're never going to guess it.
Also, you're not supposed.
No. No. You're never gonna guess it.
Genre.
Shooter.
Shooter.
Jamie, what is it?
No.
Oh, Felios.
Talking about.
No. It's not traditional in like a shoot 'em up. It's
Oh, I know. No, it don't.
it's not obscure.
Life
It's,
Force?
it's like super common and
Wild guns.
Blast
no.
Space Wars.
No.
Legendary Wings.
No.
Space Mega Force.
No.
What does it start with?
J.
Jackal.
Oh, I did
So
know that.
Brandon gets to pick an audience.
Sorry.
Alright,
Sorry. I got so excited. I got so
You
excited.
get to pick a
Why are we all guessing?
That's
We're the
such-
worst.
This guy right here with the mushroom.
Yeah.
All right.
Shirt time.
Dude, thank you.
By the way, that's a great game. Jack is fantastic. The music alone is incredible.
Okay.
can get it for
We've got
plastic
time.
nothing.
All right, we have 10 minutes left. They're gonna shepherds hook us out
what,
of here.
one last one?
Yeah, let's
One for the road?
last one. Anybody who wants to draw it.
Anybody?
All right, thank you, thank you, thank you.
Pick a good one.
We may have time for one more.
Will you just?
No, Eric's right
I
next
mean,
to me.
we'll see.
There's no way.
It just depends. We'll see how it goes.
Yeah.
This could be a yes or no question that takes 3 hours.
Yeah.
What is the most overrated game?
Jackal.
Pokemon, anything, fight me, I don't care.
Ooh, why? Because you can't catch them all?
I can't catch any of them.
Okay. Well, in that case,
Catch these hands.
I'm gonna say any Zelda game.
Wait, have you played any
Jared
of
does
them?
not
We lost
represent
all our
the
subscribers
channel.
right now.
I just want to disclose that.
My
You're
poor
like, we
guy.
are separated.
Oh, my poor guy.
I would just say that it's
All
shock
opinions
value.
are of his
Wait,
own.
so you're retro gaming and he's just pandemic. Like, you're just gonna...
But yes, Zelda.
We're just trolling.
So I could not care less about any Metal Gear game.
Oh.
Dang, Lewis.
Actually, I've never played Final Fantasy. I've never played a Final Fantasy game ever.
So what I'm about to say is about to offend
Yeah,
Andy. I'm not picking a game. I'm picking an entire console library.
Oh my God.
I do not care for the Nintendo 64. I think it's completely overrated.
Shut up.
Why are you the way you are? I'm gonna retract my
Completely
answer.
Overrated.
I retract
I walked in and
Pokemon.
you were only holding it in
Yeah.
the middle. That's why.
Anyone who does N64 content should just quit and run a video game store.
So I'm gonna retract
He
Pokemon
had it upside down.
and say Fallout.
Oh. We'll flip this table.
Hold me back.
That was fun. All right, I think
I have 4 Fallout games.
I know.
Steve just likes to
We can
skip
do one
me.
more. Jamie, do you
He
want to
just
play
likes
one?
to skip
That's
me.
how our
Come on
panel
now, Jamie.
ends. Is
Yeah.
all of us
Yeah.
fighting.
We have a shirt to give away.
We have.
That's
and-
okay.
So
That's okay. I understand. It's okay.
so we'll
You want me
do.
to answer the last question?
Did you?
Or the last one before that?
Are we just
Dogs or
skipping?
kids?
No, that was other questions in between that. Yeah.
You should skip it?
No, I mean mine's easy, but it's
Yep.
just anything JRPG. It's not my jam.
Oh man. Oh dude.
I can't. I can't. I
we
can't
just all hate
grind,
each
bro.
other.
Bro, I can't grind.
No
Okay.
guns, no blades.
One more time.
What's the question?
You had to fight a house invader.
Are you
What weapon would you choose? No guns, no blades.
Wait, what? That's someone wrote that?
That's literally all I have.
Yes. No.
For
guns,
a
no blades.
reason.
So just hands. That's all we can throw.
Oh, you could use like a frying pan or.
Okay, I'll answer this one first.
Okay.
I mean, my personal best bench pressing record's like 270,
Okay,
so
Jay.
I would
Wow.
use my
Settle
arms
down, bro.
and my chest.
I need to see proof. I don't.
Dude.
You never maxed out at 270. No
I'm
way.
sure there is a
No
gym
way.
in this convention
Jared has
center
the
somewhere.
arch back going.
Yeah.
So during-
Okay. All right.
I'm swole,
What was
bro.
the question?
If we had to fight off a home invader
No
with
guns.
You know what I would
with
do?
no legitimate
I want
tools
the
of
frickin'
defense.
portal gun. So like they roll in, I'm just like boop, and then they fall down, and they go boop, and they fall that way.
That's dumb.
Kevin
No,
Mc-
it's
kidding,
not.
I'm kidding.
Imagine it happening.
I mean, Kevin
in real
McAllister
time.
didn't have any guns or.
Yes, he
knives.
did, bro. He had a BB gun. He shot like guys with it.
Yeah.
Like literally toys. It's in the movie.
And an acetylene torch for some reason.
I actually don't know anything.
I like the frying pan answer. That was a good
Steve,
one.
what's your answer?
Yeah, what you got?
I'm gonna go with something out of the kitchen for sure. I'm gonna assume they're not gonna let me stab something, even though I've got some pretty nice cutlery. But I'm going with cast iron.
Cast iron.
Cast iron.
And the
Yeah.
man knows how to cook.
I only need one whack.
Jug of milk, just like.
Who are you, Brandon? Minis don't count.
I would take like a loose Metal Gear games and just
Oh yeah, it's like
You're not.
Ninja
You're not.
He,
gonna
relax,
stick the
y'all. He meant
Sweenies
Fallout.
on them?
It's like Shaun of the Dead with the records.
Yeah. I'm gonna go with, because it's literally the only thing this controller is worth, is the N64 controller. I'm just gonna swing it and hit him with it.
Like nunchucks.
Yeah.
It's like a black
The
object.
only thing that
You'll just hold on
worth.
to it and it'll spin like a tetherball and hit you right in the face.
So.
All right, we
Okay,
have
one
8
more.
minutes. Do we want to do one? Let's do one more.
One more.
And then we'll give away the last T-shirt, and we'll thank everybody.
Who is it? Who is it? Jamie, get up here, bro. Come
You
on.
just did one, no?
He just did
Come on.
Good. What about Michael?
Michael K, come on.
What color?
Give us a couple bars. I'm just kidding. Yes. There you go.
Yes, good
I hope you pick a good one. Is that the one that you sprayed with perfume? He's like, call me.
It's Jude. Jackal.
Did we scream?
Steve wrote this one. though.
What's some advice for newer collectors?
Oh, okay.
Don't do it now.
May I start?
You don't start?
I would say pick a console and stick with it first, because the biggest mistake I've made, and I see other people make too as collectors, especially if you have massive ADD like some of us, then it's really easy just to walk around and be like, oh, that's great. Oh, I want that NES game. Oh, that's great. I want that Sega Saturn game. Oh, I want, whatever. And before you know it, you've got a tiny little bit for a lot, and it starts to become overwhelming. I would say focus is absolutely crucial if you want to really start collecting. And I would pick something that has a decent point of entry. If you're just collecting from scratch, I'd probably start with a Genesis. If it were me,
For cost, too.
yeah. Banger titles that's not up there.
Unless you buy them from Video Game Cavern, dude, their prices are expensive.
You got like a $20
Videogamecavern.com. That's my answer. Andy?
Can't get everything for free.
So Genesis prices just went up.
Oh, I'm allowed to answer this one?
Please do.
Okay. So I did a YouTube series, literally, so like shameless plug. It's called The Perfect Collection. Go watch it. It will explain everything you guys need to know about it. But essentially, there's 3 phases of collecting. There's collecting 1.0, where it's like your childhood memories. You enjoy it. That's why you want to collect again. But that's what gets you into collecting 2.0. You're like, these were cool. Are other things cool? And then too much stuff is cool. And then you're sitting with 2,000 games in your room, and you're like, what did I just do? And then that gets you into collection 3.0, which helps you curate the things that actually matter to you. I will say, though, I'm not telling you to jump to 3.0. I think you kind of need 1 and 2 to get to 3, if that makes sense. So honestly, go buy stuff, try it out, and then realize you don't need it, and then now you'll have an awesome collection from there. If you have a financial issue, then maybe think a little bit more about it. But I think most people that collect find a way to collect. So,
Real quick, I'm so glad this was the last question.
Yeah.
Because I want to plug that video. It was one video, right? Or did you do a series?
I've done a couple, but that one's just, I think it's called The Perfect Collection.
It was so good.
Yeah.
It was insightful. It was thoughtful, and it was a very well calculated approach to collecting. I mean, he really like.
I did it because
it was a fantastic video. It'll make you think.
I did it because I suffered from it. Yeah. I looked around and I was like, I have 4,000 games. I did a music video as well. Go
and what's
watch
the
it.
video
It's
called?
Awful. What? 4,000 games is too much? Or
That's the video?
Oh no, that's the music video.
What's the name of your video?
It is called The Perfect Collection.
Okay.
Yeah.
If we upload this, and I was thinking about it, then I'll make sure that I put that video link in the description, because it's one of the best videos I've seen in a long
Well,
time.
we're also just really bad about like being jealous of other collectors' stuff, especially when you watch it on
that's a good
YouTube.
one.
That you're like, oh, I want that room, and it's like, yeah, but that stuff doesn't matter to
Yeah.
you. That's in that room
Yeah.
as much as it would.
My advice would be to get insurance. If you have a crazy collection, like home insurance
Absolutely.
or renter's insurance.
Yeah.
And then also get something to track everything.
Yeah, I agree
So
with
then
that.
you can report that
You
to
you
the
need a
company.
specific
Yeah.
personal property rider on your home insurance
Plug
policy.
the business. Plug the business.
I don't write those personally, but find you a reputable property agent that does. He's not wrong, because we
I know
collect,
I'm not
it's so gradual that you do not realize, no matter what level of collecting you're at, how much money you're sitting on.
Yeah,
And if something happens to that, people think, oh, my homeowner's covers it. Your homeowner's, I don't remember the exact number now, but this, how much is it? $1,000. It's $1,000. Right. That's what they're going to give you.
That's a sweet collection.
AP, what's
That's
your,
one game that I'm
one
going to
game.
sell to Arkansas Preacher
Arkansas preacher.
today.
Yeah, dude.
Arkansas preacher.
Okay. Wrap it up.
Anyways, my advice is if you have in your state you have a Facebook group that's like
the retro community for your state, join it. And like I've found so many deals. I've made so many good connections. Like the people that are here today helping me with my booth. I literally just met them on Facebook.
I agree. I think the
it
group
is such
networking is awesome.
Like literally, there's a dude in my group that he'll call me. He'll be like, "You want to go with me to pick up an arcade?" I'm just like, "Yeah," because it's just fun. And it's just, but it's get in the community.
Get involved in the community. That's all. That's great advice because at the end of the day, that's what happened with all of us. That's how I know you.
Everyone.
All of y'all. That's how we all know
everyone.
each other. It's just getting involved in the community.
Except Eric. I've known Eric.
This retro gaming community, and this is why we're so thankful for events like GameJam South, like Southeast Game Exchange, which is coming up in July, I think. Right? Is because there's so much more to this community than just video games.
I agree with literally everything they said. I think these are good points. When Jared and I started, Riff gave us advice, and I try to tell everyone who's thinking about getting into the community is never let this come between you and your family.
Oh, good.
So family always comes first, and that was the first thing he said. So never let this hobby get in the way of your family life.
Amen. All right.
So,
Then I apologize for cutting that answer.
yeah,
that was a good answer.
Talk trash. You had a good.
Yeah.
Do we have t-shirts still, or
No, I think we gave them all
Did
away,
we give all the
right?
t-shirts away?
I think so.
All right. Well, hey, Akash.
I was gonna add.
Yeah.
something.
Go ahead.
So one thing I would add, because I've been collecting for the past 3 years. Sorry. One thing I would add, because I've been collecting for the last 3 years, is that this is not a short-term goal; it's a long-term goal. I price charted everything in price charting, or got everything in the collection in there, and I realized that it was this much value. The games were going for this much. Do I want to do it? Some things get added, some things get subtracted. But at the end of the day, you have to be mindful that you are in for a journey. And if you're not willing to commit to that journey long term, that might be something that tells you that you might not be ready for it. Maybe it's something down the road, but maybe it's not now. You just have to maybe fix a little bit of your situation to then be comfortable in it.
There you go. Thank you, Akash. Yeah,
Well,
do
thank
your
you,
research and be prepared. So
Thank you
yes,
guys for being here.
no, thank you guys. We love you and we appreciate you guys coming. 1 o'clock on the dot. That's a huge thing. Yeah.
Are you purposely calling it a Gachapon, or do you know that it's called a Gachapon?
Yeah. So you always hear Gachapon, but it's written Gashapon. I know. Are you? Well, I'm
Curious. I'm just curious.
as the lone guy up here who speaks Japanese, I should know better.
It's not a gotcha. It's a gotcha.
But it is because it got your money.
No, it's not. It did get my money.
You speak Japanese. How did you know
I
that?
know. I know.
I don't know that.
Did I say gotcha?
Oh, yeah.
Because I do.
Multiple times.
Probably every time. I've tried.
We'll see you in a couple months.
Bye. Thank you.
Thank you so much for helping. We appreciate you.